Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Lori, the PhD Antiques Appraiser. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. My guests are here from all over the world. Everything is unscripted. I don't know what objects that they're going to show me. Let's see what they've got. I'll show you what to look for and how to tell. Very important. What have we got? Okay, let's see. Let's start with the ceramic pot. Looks like a vase. Looks like it's kind of green with gold. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name's Debbie, and I'm calling from San Diego.
Hi, Debbie. Nice to see you. Can you back the piece up a little bit closer to your body? There you go. So how'd you acquire this, hon?
This was my great-great-grandmother's vase.
Oh, that's nice. So you've had it in the family a long time. Is there a mark on the bottom?
You know what? It's the family has written on it.
The family wrote on the bottom. Okay. All right. Is a family of Italian descent or Mediterranean descent?
No, English from England.
That piece is not English. That piece is Italian and could have gotten it anywhere early part of the 20th century. So dates anytime between 1920 and about 1935. And value on it, just about $75. It's a nice piece of earthenware ceramic. It's very typical of a form that we often see also with those trees. And if you notice the trees, they go up and then they just they're like a straight trunk, and then they just go up straight. Go out to the sides. Very, very typical of a style that goes back to the Etruscans, all the way back.
Yeah.
What to look for? Look for the two-tone color and look for, in fact, those striations of the green against the beige. It's a nice piece. And a good family heirloom.
It is.
Yeah. Great. Hey, will you answer my question of the day? Yeah, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. My question of the day, you're looking for a snack in the afternoon. The afternoon, after lunch, like in between lunch and the end of the day. Do you go for salty or do you go for sweet?
Oh, sweet, definitely.
Okay. Nice to see you, Debbie.
Nice to see you, Dr. Lori.
Take good care. So a lot of things when you're looking at ceramics, first of all, you want to look for, remember, if you don't want any condition issues, but if you have a condition issue, a chip is something that you usually can fix and repair, but a crack goes to the foundation of the piece. So no cracks if you can help it. That was a nice piece, early 20th century, and lots of people have them. So that's why the value is rather low. All right, let's see what else we've got. Okay, well, let's take this piece that looks like it's right in front of the person's face. We'll see what that is. That's a nice piece. Let's go with this. I wasn't going to go. Okay, we'll go with that piece. All right.
Hi, Dr. Lori. It's Deborah.
Hi, how are
from
you?
Naperville. I'm good. How are you today?
What's your name?
Deborah from Naperville.
Hi, Deborah. Let's see what you've got. How'd you acquire this?
I got this on auction. It is a signed Miriam Haskell ceramic flower on a cord.
All right. I like that. You don't see those all the time.
Right.
How much did you pay for it?
I paid $35.
Can you back up?
Sure.
You guys are on top of your cameras. Your camera needs a little bit of area. There we go. You paid $35 with it and it was on the cord?
Correct. It comes on the cord, yes.
Well, that's nice. So, let's see. What do I like about it? What don't I like about it? I think the form is a little bit muddy. It's not really specific. It's kind of trying to be non-objective, trying to be abstract, biomorphic, and it's kind of missing to me.
Right.
People like this, and they like. Yeah, I see the style, the name. Can you turn it over so I can talk about? There you go. Thank you. So a couple of things when I say it's muddy or say that the composition isn't that good, basically what I don't like about it is you don't see the elements that are trying to show you that floral form. It kind of just looks like a glob. And, when art misses like that. So many of them, of course, are very, very nicely done. This one I think is not so great. But for $35, you did very well. Value on, where did you buy it? Thrift store?
No, I got it on auction.
Like online?
Correct.
Were other people bidding against you?
Yes.
And you paid $35, you said?
Yes.
I think it's worth $75.
Okay.
So you did okay. You paid half.
Right.
I like you to pay around 10%. That's based on actual sales records where similar pieces have sold.
Great.
And I think that for that particular type of design, I think there are better ones out there. But
right.
Nice
yeah, I collect Miriam Haskell, so with her signature.
Well, again, I know the signature's a signature. That's not the only thing. I know you all love that, and that's the only thing you can kind of hold on to. But you not only have to look at the signature, you have to look at, is that signature on a good piece?
Correct.
So You have half the story there, Debbie.
Right.
My question of the day is snack time. Is it salty or sweet for you?
Sweet.
Nice to see you, hon.
Have a great one.
Oh, you too. So a couple things like that. Remember, it's not all about the signature. I know you love the marks and you love the signature, and they're important to know, sure. But I want you to also think about, is it a good piece? And I want you to be able to be critical and see, I think it's a good piece. I don't think it's a good piece, because that's going to help you to succeed. Yeah. In the comments, I want to know, where are you watching from and where are you participating from? So show me those cities and states and areas and countries all over. And I want to know, salty or sweet? Answer the question of the day. I'm Dr. Lori, the PhD Antiques Appraiser. My guests are here. Everything's unscripted. It's so good to see you. And I want to teach you what to look for so you can buy it low, flip it high, and succeed. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. All right. Let's see what this piece of ceramic is. It's a big ceramic vase. It looks like a vessel. It's kind of like an inverted cone. Let's see what that is. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Martha, and I'm from Texas.
Hi, Martha. So how did you acquire this?
I went to a garage sale at a church, and
Can you back up, Martha? Martha, I need back up because I can't see the whole piece. There we go. Great. So you went to a sale at a church?
Church. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What made $4?
What you made? How many dollars?
$4.
$4.
Yes.
What made you buy it? You're still too close, hon. I asked you to back up. Thank you. There you go.
I don't know. I thought that it was really pretty, and $4. I mean,
why not? Right?
Why not? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I like it too. I like the form. So now I've been telling you to back up. Now I'm going to ask you to get closer so we can see that detail. There we go. So a couple of things about the detail. First of all, I like the way in which that particular piece is actually incised and then painted. So pushed in, right, for the drama of the two-tone, or of basically the texture, and then also painted over. Is there a mark on the bottom?
Yes, it says Alpha hand paint.
So did you find the manufacturer in Spain?
Yes.
Okay. Middle part of the 20th century, between the late 1950s and early 1970s, right?
Yes.
Value on that piece, $275 for your $400 investment.
Yay!
Based on actual sales record, beautiful piece of Spanish mid-century modern pottery. The German pottery and the Spanish and Italian pottery of that time period are imported into the United States. We see a lot of it, trade a lot of it, and your piece was big. That's nice. Good for you, sweetheart.
Thank you. Bye.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Hey, my question of the day before you go, salty or sweet?
Sweet.
And don't forget about two-tone. When you're looking at ceramics, two-tone ceramics or pottery, very, very popular. People like the colorful contrast, sure, but also what to look for are those tonalities where it's a contrast that isn't so dramatic. It's kind of like you've got some of the beige and you've got some of the dark beige, and then you've got some white and a little bit of dark brown. That's a nice piece. I like that a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. That was a nice piece. That was a nice piece. So again, when you're looking at these pieces, look for certain things, typical things like condition, but also look for size, right? And don't forget to, of course, look for those tonalities. So you're not seeing, real harsh contrast like black against white, but you're looking at the tones of those pieces. So I appreciate that, Tab. Thank you very much for your super chats and super stickers. It supports the channel and my staff who do everything for you to support me. So please, respectful of my staff, and thank you very much for your super chats and super stickers. And you do that in all different ways, by watching, by sharing. Don't forget about merchandise. We've offered a lot of great merchandise for you. And you can get that, of course, through the specials and shop page at drloriv.com. If you want to buy something like, the loop, if you need one, or a Presidium gem tester or such, you just go down to the specials and shop page, scroll down and hit shopping. I get compensation when you purchase, of course, make a purchase through the website. Or, of course, if you want merchandise like T-shirts and other things, you can do that right through our shop on YouTube. So, again, I get compensation. What does the compensation go to? Making more videos for you. So I want to make as many videos as I can for you to teach you all I can. There you go. All right. Okay. I'm going necklace earring set. Let's see what we got. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Dr. Lori. I'm Liz calling from Tucson, Arizona.
Hi, Liz. It's nice to see you. I love this. This is a beautiful piece of costume jewelry. I like the bold. I like the big. I like multi-strands. I like the fact that you have a consistent color scheme going through the necklace. When you're looking at, of course, costume jewelry, consistent color scheme. So you have different textural beads, right? But
Right.
you also have, of course, this color that's consistent. So the color scheme is consistent, and then you've got the matching earrings too. I like this all day, every day. Now, I don't wear big things like this because I'm big. I've got enough going on up here. But I have to say that I like that piece. How did you acquire it, Liz?
I got it at an estate sale for $6.
Wow.
And
With the earrings?
Pardon me?
With the earrings, I apologize. With the earrings?
Yes, with the earrings.
Wow. $6. Wow. Okay. All right. What are these estate sale people doing? My gosh, who's getting $6? I mean, did you negotiate them down?
Actually, I did. They were 10 and I offered 6.
They were 10, you asked for 6. Okay. That was good. So, and then is it marked?
It is. They're Vendome.
They're Vendome, very well known. And I talked to you on my website and also here in the videos about many of the great makers, who you should look for, which makers you should look for at drloriv.com. If you go to the website, you'll see, of course, the research link and that research icon. Just click on it and you'll see all of it. Or use the search magnifying glass. It's very easy. It's right at the top next to the contact button. And all you have to do is put in jewelry and all of the stuff will come up. So it's a Vendome. It dates to about the 1960s, 1970s. It's 3 strands. Oh, I like it a lot. Can I see the clasp?
Yes, it's got a beautiful clasp.
Got a beautiful clasp, which of course is the flower. Why did I ask to see the clasp? Because I knew what the clasp was going to look like. The clasp was going to look good. It was going to be figural. And we knew it, right? We knew it because Vendome is known for those clasps. That brings the value up when the clasp can be part of it. So if you wore it on the side, you can actually show the clasp. If you have short hair, you can show the clasp. That's that extra mile that certain costume jewelry designers go, and that's important. $175 on the necklace, and the matching earrings are another $40 for the pair.
Wow.
Nice. $175 and $40 is something over $200. I stink at math. You can do the addition. Anyway, it's good to see you. My question of the day, I bet you're happy for $6.
Yep.
$6 to make more than 200 is pretty darn good. My question of the day, and I'm proud of you, because when you went in, did you just say, I'm looking for costume jewelry, or were you like, I have to go to this piece? What made the synapses fire in your head?
Well, I bought quite a few pieces that day, and I look for jewelry and I look for art. And so I was able to kind of bundle a bunch of things together.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So then the estate sale people were happy too, because they got rid of a lot of stuff. They didn't get rid of it. They sold a lot of stuff, and that's good.
Right.
That's great. My question of the day is about snack time in the middle of the afternoon when you're hungry. Do you go salty or sweet?
Oh, sweet. Dark chocolate for me.
Dark chocolate. Dark chocolate's good and good for you.
That's right.
Nice to see you, Liz.
All right.
Great.
Bye.
Yeah. So, she has her categories that she stays to. So reselling tips, if you have a category that you're staying to, every time you add to the category, you're going to increase the value a little bit. Her categories are jewelry. Her categories are art. And that's what she looks for. So she doesn't get into sports memorabilia. She doesn't get into, vintage tools. She doesn't bother with that. So that's fine. Thank you very much for the super chats and super stickers. I appreciate the support. And I need you to share the channel. Older brother was working on his PhD, but cancer took him at Christmas Eve 4 years ago. He's oh boy, I am sorry to hear that. Yeah, there are a lot of these people, my family included, who are dealing with these issues. So I'm very sorry to hear that. And what I want you to do, if you can, is keep his memory alive, whichever way you can. So, and maybe that's enjoying, of course, art and some of the things that he loves. So I hope you will do that too. I'm Dr. Lori, the PhD Antiques Appraiser, and this is Ask Dr. Lori Live. So my guests are here. I apologize, excuse me. My guests are here. Let's see what we've got. All right, let's see. What have we got here? Let's talk about this sculpture.
Yeah, thank you.
Do a little sculpture. Huh?
Yeah.
Hi, what's your name, doll?
Hi, my name's Brenda, and I'm just south of Wichita, Kansas.
Hi, Brenda. It's nice to see you. It looks like you have Frederick Remington's Mountain Man there.
I do.
Yes, you do. Now, there are many, many, many sculptures that they're called restrikes in sculpture, that, of course, Frederick Remington's images were restruck or basically made again after his death. How did you acquire yours?
I had an auction. It was an estate auction.
Okay. And how long ago did you purchase it and how much did you pay?
About 10 years ago, about $45.
Oh, wow. 10 years ago, $45. Good for you. That was great. I'm sure it's getting heavy because it is, of course, cast bronze, and you're doing great. I don't think I can do that. When I go to the gym, I can't do that long. So good for you. But it is cast bronze and it's on its base. Mountain Man is one of the very famous, of course, images, Western images by Frederick Remington, the great American sculptor. What you want to look for when you're looking at sculpture, you want to see a consistent patina or coloration. The color has to be the same throughout the whole piece. You can't have his head or his face be one patina color and then the rest of the horse be a different color. You want it all consistent but well applied, right? You want to make sure that you see details in cast metal sculpture. You want to see details like expression on the face. You want to see details on the horse if it's difficult or struggling, that kind of thing. You want to see straining. So that's a nice example. A really good example. I like it. I'm assuming that it's signed on the base.
Yes.
Okay. Is it dated on the base, and is there a copyright symbol on the base?
It just says F. Remington.
Okay.
There's nothing else.
Okay. So sometimes there would be a date depending on the restrike and which foundry struck it. And then there might also be the copyright. The copyright usually indicates to you, of course, that it was made at a particular time, usually after the artist's death. Value on your piece, about $800 for your $45 investment.
Oh my, thank you so much.
Nice to see you from Kansas. And tell me, snack time in the middle of the day, are you salt or sweet?
I am salt. I like nuts.
You like, nuts are good for you. Nuts are good for you. That's
I'm
right.
nutty.
Me too. Nice to see you, Brenda.
You too. Bye.
Yeah, that was a beautiful example. And remember, you do want to see a signature if you can. Sometimes with sculpture, there's also an edition number. That's right. Like those fractions that you see on prints, they could be on sculptures too. They're usually very, very low. How do you find out this information and more? Keep watching the videos, right? And you can subscribe to my newsletter, which is in great, fine working condition as always. The website worked great. Put it in at the website at drloriv.com. You're going to see the thumbs up free icon. Go there and then put in fact, your email, and we'll send the newsletter to you. You don't have to do anything. We'll send the newsletter to you, in fact, right away. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Lori and Lisa, for your super chats and super stickers. I appreciate, of course, you supporting the channel in many, many ways. And if you would, don't forget the binge link. The binge link is on my specials and shop page. How do you find it? It's very easy. Here, follow these directions. Go to drloriv.com. At the top of the page, there's going to be a red text that says specials and shop. Click on that. Go to that page. Scroll down. There's going to be a red button. That's a binge link button. And that's what you need to save and use. Why? It's going to put my videos in order so you don't have to go searching around for them. You can find them easily using that link. They will show you the most recent first. Don't think you're seeing everything. I do a lot. So see the most recent first. So I want you to use the binge link when you can. All right. My guests are here. What fun we're having. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live, where I tell you what to look for, how to make money, how to build your own great collection for yourself. Let's see what we've got. All right. Terrific. Well, let's see what this piece of ceramic is. Let's see what that is.
Hi, Dr. Lori.
Hi, how are you? What's your name?
My name is Barbara. I'm from Virginia Beach.
Hi, Barbara. It's nice to see you. I like this piece of porcelain. It's very beautiful.
Thank you.
How did you acquire it?
At a church rummage sale.
Okay. Is there a mark on the bottom?
Yes, there is.
There is an Asian mark on the bottom. Okay. It's a 4-character mark, not a 6-character mark. So that's indicative of a certain area and time period. What made you buy it, Barbara?
It was beautiful and the price was right.
Okay. Two things we like, beautiful and the price is right. How much was it?
$2.
Can you show me the inside if I was going to look down the inside? All right. $2. A couple of things. First of all, you're doing great, hon. And I know they get heavy. Sometimes they're hard. I like, first of all, that it's glazed all the way on the inside. I like that there's applied ornamentation. That's those leaves coming out of the branch or the roots, if you will. Those elements I like very much. They actually serve as feet as well as applied ornamentation. And the hand painting. Come right up to the camera with the right there. So stop right there. I want you to look at the detail in the flowers. When you see this, look at the bird, look at the flowers. When you see this in Asian ceramics, you know you have a high quality piece. When it's done quick and dirty, I call it, when it's done really, really fast, it's not that good. It's not that detailed, not that high in quality. Time period for this piece is the turn of the 20th century, and value on this piece is $150. What did you pay?
$2.
Good for you. Very beautiful. So are you going to keep it on a shelf or maybe on a table, or are you going to resell it?
I'd like to resell it.
Okay. So a couple of things you want to make sure you do. Let me help you with respect to video call appraisals. Have you had a video call yet with me?
Yes, I
All
have.
right. Great. I hope it was helpful. It was easy to book, right? You just picked a date in my calendar, right? And then what you want to make sure that you do is you want to make sure that you list it properly, right? And then you want to make sure that you're selling it at the right time, right? Certain pieces sell better at certain times. Planters, for example, sell better in the springtime in certain parts of the country because, of course, in the United States, of course, in the springtime, May, June, July, that kind of thing, or March, April, May, June, July, because we think about gardens at that particular time. So you want to think about when to sell to. My question of the day is sweet or salty for your snack?
Salty.
Salty. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
I love Virginia Beach. Been there, appeared there many, many times. That was a very nice pick for $2. And a lot of things, of course, you can get very, very low if you know what to look for. What do I do on the channel? I teach you what to look for. I teach you how to tell. Other channels aren't doing that. They're holding stuff up trying to get you to buy something. I want to teach you so you can be on the better end of these deals. So you can be the person commanding the high prices, the high values. Jacqueline, is there any Murano jellyfish pedestal compotes in the binge? I'm having trouble with a piece. I go from Murano Zorro to Josefino. Okay, go to the binge link and watch because I evaluate 20 to 50,000 objects every year. In 2020, I evaluated 50,000 objects. And I will tell you that I would be very surprised if there isn't a particular object that you're looking for. So please use the binge link. If you think I have time to go through all of my hundreds, thousands of videos and find a specific object for you, I don't have that kind of time. If you want me to spend time doing that for one of you, then I'm not making videos for all of you. So use the binge link. It's there. And we did it so it's convenient for you, and watch those. You can search as well on our channel, and you can search for Murano, and then all of the videos will come up. So you have to start to learn to use your devices and to use the binge link. That's why we made the binge link, to make it easy and convenient for all of you. I'm glad that you are collecting Murano, and other types of colored glass and blown glass are very collectible. I talk about Murano a lot. All right. Nice question. Thank you very much. My guests are here. Let's see what's happening. Lots of great pieces. Hold them up and let's see what we've got. All right. Got some pottery today. We've got this piece. Let's look at this handled basket. It's kind of like a handle, kind of looks like a basket. It's sort of ceramic, kind of unusual. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, it's Melanie.
Oh, hi, Melanie. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Vancouver Island in Canada.
Nice to see you. Vancouver Island is just beautiful. I was there in 2019. Gorgeous place. So
Excellent.
What does that say? There's a mark on the bottom of this piece.
Yeah, it says the Biarritz, Royal Staffordshire, Great Britain, and then it has a number, and then it says 36 embossed
so
in it.
Royal Staffordshire, of course, is the great tradition of the English potters at Royal Staffordshire or at Staffordshire, Stoke-on-Trent and such, those areas of England. Very, very typical. It makes sense that this would end up in Canada, of course, with the relationship between Great Britain and, of course, Canada. How much did you pay for it and where did you get it?
I got it from a thrift store. It was $6, but I paid $4.
Oh, good. That's good. So very good. What drew you to it? What made you want it?
At first it was like the colors. I have lots of kind of mid-century modern stuff that's orange and yellow, but then when I looked at it, I realized it was a lot earlier
Yes,
than mid-century.
it's a lot earlier than that. Here's the things I like, if anybody cares. I like the fact that you've got geometric with organic. So you've got rounded with geometric or straight, round and straight. I like contrast because that's hard for design. I like the color. It kind of looks like a big sunflower and you're going to put something in the middle. And I like the fact that the actual handle is multicolored too. So it's a lot about color here because the form is pretty straightforward. Okay.
Yeah.
They're not putting applied ornament. They're not putting other pieces. Very typical. And the other thing about Staffordshire pieces is that the hand painting is oftentimes very well done. And a lot of the times the figures are not all that detailed. So this is typical of Staffordshire in terms of form, right? Form and structure. So time
Online-
period. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I found online it's a Clary's Cliff pattern.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you found online that it's a Clary's Cliff pattern. Let me ask you,
Yeah.
who's your source?
Just Googling. It's called
Yeah, just
Aura.
Googling. So you don't know who told you this information, right?
No.
No, this is a big mistake a lot of you are making. I'm going online and I'm listening to anybody who says something, you know, and a lot of this is questionable because people say, I see a lot of mistakes made online of identification. Right now, in this particular case, yes, it is a Clary's Cliff piece, but you can't always rely on what everybody says online. People are asking just anybody in these groups to answer questions, and they're believing the answers. And I see a lot of these answers that are incorrect. They may not mean to be incorrect. They may think they really have the correct answer. A lot of the YouTube experts do this too. They think they have the right answer. They're not always correct. So I want you to be careful of that. The Clary's Cliff pattern would go up a little bit higher, but this particular piece is a piece of Staffordshire. It's early 20th century, probably the 1930s to the 1950s, and value a little bit earlier than that, and value on your piece just about $125.
Okay, great. Thank you very
You
much.
did great for your $4 investment. Good for you.
All right, thank you.
And your question of the day is salty or sweet?
I like salty and sweet mixed together.
Okay.
That's
Well,
my
I can't
son's
say I
favorite
blame you.
part of the show is the question of the day.
Well, I love that you love the question of the day. You know, a lot of people criticize the question of the day, but I think it's a great way for us all to know each other better. So I like to hear from the folks who are positive and happy, as opposed to everybody who wants to complain. One person said, I want to see the objects. I don't want to see your face, Dr. Lori. Nice, right? Nice. You know, makes me really want to do more videos for that person. But I'm really happy you like the question of the day because I like to know more about you. We have a wonderful community, even the people who are snippy. We have a wonderful community, and I even think that we have a great time in starting to learn a little bit more about each other. I happen to like salty and sweet too.
Excellent.
See,
Thank
that was
you
a
so
good
much.
one. My pleasure. But remember, you have to know who you're listening to when you're getting these answers to these questions, because a lot of the time, you know, you're not getting the right information. You need to know the source. Oh, I just Googled somebody out of the air in the ether actually, you know, told me this, so I believed them. Be careful because you could be actually getting misinformation, which takes you down a rabbit hole you don't want to go down. So there you go. Oh, well, see, I evaluated the prints. You sold one. It was worth the video appraisal. And there are a lot of different options for you if you want to get a video call appraisal. These are my values are based on what's sold. Not any of this nonsense about listing prices and, oh, what do you think and what the market will bear. The market will bear what the market will bear. And I show you it when something's sold. Do you know how many of you folks are getting the video calls with me? I'm appraising the objects and you're going off and you're selling these pieces that you bought for just a couple of bucks. I want you to succeed. That's why I want you to do the video calls when and if you need them. They're easy to book. They're right at drloriv.com. Oh, my guests are here. What fun this is today. Let's see what we've got. Hold up your objects. Let's see what we've got. Got some paintings. We got a piece of ceramic. Well, let's go with this head jar. I like this Toby mug head jar. Hi, what's your name?
Hey, how's it going? I'm Patrick. I'm from Los Angeles.
Hi, Patrick. How's it going?
It's going well. Took a
Good.
little break from my work day to come hang out with you, so that's
What's
always
your
a
work
pleasure.
day like usually? Are you working at home? Do you have to go somewhere to work? What do you do? If I don't want to pry, but what do you do?
No, I'm a photographer. I do shoot music videos, all sorts of things. Yeah, so
Nice.
my
I'd be
day
good at-
can be a wild mix of things.
A wild mix of things. I'd be
Yeah.
good in those videos like, Madonna, Vogue, Strike a Pose.
That's a classic music video. It's a very good one.
It is. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'm pretty classic myself. Anyway, how'd you acquire this, hon?
I got this at an estate sale. I think I probably paid, I don't know, maybe $5 or something. But I wasn't sure of its age. I would maybe guess like maybe 60s or something.
Want to
It
show
is
me
made
down?
out of-
Show me.
It's made out of wood, and then it is also covered at what looks like in a real thin layer of plaster and then painted on top of that.
So it's polychromed wood, and then it's got plaster, which is called composition matter. And then, of course, so it's carved, and then they put the composition matter, and then they
Yeah.
carve that because it's easier to carve than carving into wood. And then show me down the bottom, like show me down the that's what I
Inside.
want to see. All right. So notice that is just, it almost looks like a square. And then they just
Yeah.
rounded the square as they went in. All right. Back up a little bit for me. Here's what I like about it. I like the nose. I like the mouth. I like the element of the eyes. I like the fact that you've missed one cheek. Actually, some of the polychroming has gone off of
It's
one of the
rubbed off,
cheeks, the
yeah.
circle. I like that because that helps you to identify age. I would put it sometime between 1945 and 1965. If I was teaching at Penn State, I would not let my students get away with a 20-year span. Right? I wouldn't. I'd say you got to get to it within 5 years. I'd put it between 1950 and 1955. That's
Yeah.
where I'd put it.
Is
If I
it a
was
candle
being-
holder or what's its use?
If I was being a stickler, it's a pillar candle holder, typically, and then it had friends. So if they're usually come in groups of 3, and there's one that sort of looks like this figure. There's one that looks more like a court jester, and there's one that also looks like a woman. I mean, obviously a woman. This person's a
Yeah.
little bit androgynous to me, but
Yeah.
there's the next, it's just fine. But, I like this piece to the tune of about $90. How much did you pay?
Oh, really? Wow. I paid like $5 for it.
Nice. I like
The
it.
estate sale was one of those houses that was so, it looked like it was 2 lifetimes full of collecting. And I went, it was 3 days, and I went all 3 days and got all sorts of weird stuff.
Yep.
It was wild.
Well, artists who have a trained eye, as you do, being a photographer,
Yeah.
you'll look for pieces that, of course, are high quality. What I like you to look for here, I like the differential of the muted colors in the polychromed wood. Polychromed, many colors. That's all it means. And then I also like, of course, the figural element. I like plaster on top of wood, or composition matter on top of wood. It's the same process that they use for those beautiful big gold frames on paintings. Same process, same use. That's a nice piece. Hey, my question of the day before you go, salty or sweet for your afternoon snack?
I do salty, and then I do sweet, and then I do salty. I always hop back and forth.
So back and forth. So you're shooting a music video with Lady Gaga, and you're like, I don't know if I want, pretzels or if I want candy.
I go to that craft table and I get a little bit of both.
Okay. Yeah, I know the craft tables. Oh my gosh. On the TV sets and of course on the movie sets, there's a lot of food around, which is not good.
You
for
got to
me.
take advantage when it's there.
That's true too. All right. Well, you take care. Nice to see you. Great.
We'll see you next
What
time.
fun. That was a nice piece. I'm glad he took some time out of his work day to visit with me. So that's great. I've been selling collectibles on eBay for 3 years since I discovered you in your videos. I've doubled my sales. There it is. You want a testimonial? There it is. So who are you going to watch? Watch me. Even if you don't want to see my face, I'm going to tell you a lot about what to look for and how to succeed and sell for top dollar. I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. Thanks to my guests. I'll see you next time.